and hi, I am SOFEA Binti AKMAL, and I am going to present the ERD part. So this is basically the ERD of the flight reservation system from our groups. So first of all, I want to highlight about the FQ relationship in our ERD. What does it do? So I'm going to use the example from table of passenger and also flights. Okay, so basically in table flight, it has P key of flight ID, and also in table passenger, it has F key of flight ID. So in the table of passenger, it corresponds to the flight ID column in the table flights table. So this foreign key relationship, it actually establishes a link between these two tables, the passenger table and also the flights table. So what does this indicate is that all the records from the from the passenger tables, they are actually associated with specific flights in the flights table. So the same goes to any other tables that have FQ relationship, such as booking with payment, booking with flights. And I also want to highlight how we've used the overlapping. So what does this overlapping do in our ERD is that this means that I have the flights table and economy flight, for example. So this means that flights can be a part of economy flight. It can also be a part of first class flight and also premium flight simultaneously. That is just in short, what does this overlapping actually do to our ERD? And we also use total participation in our ERD, and it actually um, total participation means that for every instance of an entity, uh, it has to participate in the relationships. For example, if I use the example of flights and economy flight, and that if the relationship is total relationship from the perspective of flights, this means that every flights have to have at least one economy flight. So in this case, a flights it can never exist without having economy flights, for example. So the same goes to the subclasses of first class flight and premium flight. And I also wanna talk about the passenger underscore booking. So this is a composite entity that is formed due to many reasons, due to many relationship between passenger and booking tables. So basically, whenever we wanna construct this table, is that we will take PK from table passenger and also booking. In this case, it's passenger ID and booking ID, and then we'll just put it in the new table and let it serve as both PK and FP. That is all for ERD part. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad HAQIEM bin BAHARSAM, and I will talk about the ATHOC query. For the first query, it states as list all non-Malaysian passengers arriving in Malaysia. The query starts with select P.passenger ID, P.passenger name, P.phone number, P.email, P.gender, P.country code, F.arrival location from table passenger P join table flights F on P.flight ID equal to F.flight ID, where P.country code equals to plus 60 and F.arrival location like Penang or F.arrival location like Langkawi or F.arrival location like KLIA or F.arrival location KLIA2. The output will display only one result. It will display the non-Malaysian passengers arriving in Malaysia. For the second query, it states as display numbers of economy passengers in flight AK321. The query starts with select count all as total passengers AK321 from table passenger P Join economy flight E on P.flight ID equals to E.flight ID, where P.flight ID equals to AK321. As you can see, the output is only 1 for the number of total passengers in AK321. Next query is to update payment status for passenger name. The query goes with update payment, set payment status to paid, where payment ID in select P.payment ID from passenger P, join booking B on P.flight ID equals to B.flight ID, where P.passenger name equals to Hui Ping. It is to change the payment status of passenger name Bohu Ping to paid. To display the result of the query, it is select.p.passenger name, p.email, p.phone number, py.payment status from passenger P, join booking B on P.flight ID equals to B.flight ID, and join payment PY on B.payment ID equals to PY.payment ID, where P.passenger name equals to Bao Hui Ping. As you can see, for the result, the payment status for Bao Hui Ping is paid. For query number 4, it is to find the number of passenger who eat nasi lemak for their meal. It starts with select count flight ID as number of passenger from economy flight, where economy meal equals to nasi lemak. The output, as you can see, for the number of passengers who eat nasi lemak for their meal is equal to 2. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum, my name is AMIRAH MAISARAH binti NOORAZLIN. The next query is to find all Malaysian female passenger. The query is select all from table passenger with gender equal to F and country code equal to +60. The output will display passenger whose gender is female and country code is Malaysian. Besides, another query is use subquery to retrieve all the passengers that have a different country code from Adam Rizki. The query is select passenger name, country code from passenger where country code not equal to select country code from table passenger where passenger name equal to Adam Rizki. So the output will display all the passengers that have a different country code from Adam Rizki. One of the query we need to find the passenger ID and passenger name whose payment status is pending. Your query is select A.flight ID, A.passenger name, C.payment status from table passenger A, join booking B on A.flight ID equal to B.flight ID. Join payment C on B.payment ID equal to C.payment ID where C.payment status equal to pending. So the output will display the passenger that the payment status is pending. The next query we need to display all first class passenger from a specific gender. The query is select P.passenger ID, P.passenger name, P.gender, F.flight ID from table passenger P, join first class flight F on P.flight ID equal to F.flight ID, where gender equal to M. So, the output will show the first class passenger who the gender is male. Another query is need to retrieve the flight detail for all flight departing from KLIA2. The query is select all from table flight where departure location equal to KLIA2. The output will display all the flight detail that are departing from KLIA2. The last query is to display list of male passenger who use A320 new aircraft. The query is select passenger ID, passenger name, gender, aircraft name from table passenger, join table flight on passenger flight ID equal to flight ID, where gender equal to M and aircraft name equal to Airbus A320 new. The output will display list of male passengers who use A320 new aircraft.
Hi, my name is Puteri MUNAJJAH and I will be demonstrating about admin uh, point of view for AAsia admin page. So here for the username, okay, we have validation to make sure that the inserted credentials are invalid, then the login is not successful. So here the password needs to be correct, matching with the username. Okay, so after login, okay, it will be redirected to the analytics page where we can see the total flights available, total passengers, and then top flights, and also the graph for number of flights by departure location. Right, so from here, actually, by the admin page, we can also book the flight, okay, but it actually has the same functionalities as the user, so I won't be discussing it here. I will be discussing from the user side of view. And the next one, we have the review and summary, which is the summary of all the booked flights with the passenger ID, passenger name, phone number, email, gender, country code, and also flight ID. So here admin can read the table and also update and delete passenger. For example, if I want to update here from AN142, let's say I want to update to AK789. AK789. Okay. Yes, it's changing. Okay, but let's see if I want to update it maybe to something that doesn't exist on the system. Okay, it will show an error like this. Okay, so what if I want to delete the passenger? Then I'll just click on this trash icon and then press OK. And it is no longer there. Okay, so the next page is for all flights. It will show every flights available from here. But from the flight, we cannot delete it, and also there is no option to update the flights. Okay. Okay, and last but not least, for the admin, there is a logout function. Logout. So let's say if you want to go back to the last page, it is not possible because of the validation I've made for this system. Okay, so for the add flight page, I have inserted the necessary input, which is from Kuala Lumpur to Soekarno-Hatta. Departure time 12:30 AM and the arrival time is 3:30 AM. Flight type is economy. Flight date is 2nd of August. Flight ID AQ154 and aircraft name is Boeing 707. So if I press on add new flight, it will be added here, which is this one. AK154 Boeing 707 Kuala Lumpur to Jakarta. It will automatically show in Jakarta. Okay.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is MOHAMAD HAFIZIE bin RAZALI. Now I'm going to take you through a demonstration on the user view. Firstly, the user will land on the sign up page where they need to fill their information. Once completed, they will be redirected to the sign in page where they can enter their email and password. After successfully sign in, the user will be redirected to the booking flight page. Here they can select their departure and destination locations along with the preferred date and time. Upon clicking the book button, the user will be taken to the passenger details page. On this page, the user will see their flight details and will need to provide additional information such as their identification number, name, country code, phone number, email, and gender. Once all the required information is filled, they can proceed by clicking the Make Payment button. Upon successful payment, a confirmation page will appear stating your booking is successful. From here, the user can choose to go back to the main page or click Check Flights. Here is your passenger ID. And if you click on the back to main page, you will be at the main page. And by clicking on the Find My Invoice and entering their passenger ID, they can view their invoice, which includes details such as the passenger ID, flight ID, email, and the invoice itself. Lastly, I will demonstrate what happens when the user tries to make a flight booking on a date when no flight are available. This will showcase how the system handles such scenarios and provides appropriate feedback to the user. Thank you.